Hello, everybody. As you probably know, it's me, the Theredmagekro, and welcome back to the school zone 2F. Oh, we go into the dreaded pool section. What lies in wait for us here? We may never know, huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked? Dong, bing, bong.
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Thank you, Monokuma. Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Oh, just as I thought. Byakuya!
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Who is it, guys? And there we go. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did, my ears every time. Please don't make my ears bleed. A wild, almost primeval scream escaped my mouth. Yep, there we go. I want to say Chihiro. Is the name Chihiro? I'm not good with names, guys. I'm sorry. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me, like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. I just reached for my freaking pack of chocolate-covered pretzels. Also kind of like white, like it was oxidized. So like, I guess they gave me some old pretzels, unfortunately enough. They just don't taste the same as the other ones. But yeah, I need to not snack on those while I'm doing Danganronpa, where I'm talking a lot.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse, I was right, has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity.
Interesting.
It was almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head,
What the heck?
Hey! I heard screaming! It's something! My God! Freaking ears, guys! Chihiro! Ding dong, ding dong.
A body has been discovered.
God, man, just imagine, like, not being the one to actually discover it. I wonder if we're going to discover the body every single time, or if there will be a moment where, like, you know, a body has been found will happen, you know?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
Oh, that's right. You wasn't conscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. So I guess, in a sense, yeah, we never got to see the first one. But still, we were the one who discovered the body first, so... yeah. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. So, it has to be 3 people. Huh. That's weird. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement! Then Chihiro really is!
Naturally.
Dead. Yes. Down with the sickness? Yes. But before you start screaming your head off, I'll round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game. To uncover a killer. You know, what happened if the Blacken walks in and they're like the third person? You know, I'm just saying, right? Like, how does that work? Because the Blacken technically, as far as I am aware, does not count as, you know, somebody who discovered the body, right? So if, like, the Blacken was like, oh, hey, guys, what's up? I heard screaming. Oh! And then, like, no, bing, bong, ding, dong. A body has been discovered! Happens. How does that work? Or is Monokuma just kind of like going to be like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna make this hard on them. Bing bong ding dong, a body has just been discovered. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time passed at all. It was like my sense of time had just taken wings and flown away. I finally came back to myself. I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. They all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I'm really upset. I saw that flash of white light, and that spooked me. I just really want these goddamn pretzels. I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep talking about them because they're my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim! Which means we are now in the same position once again. Frick, man. What the frick is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive.
That's a bit, excessive here, Hifumi. Shut up. Dude, man. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall. Word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? What? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks are famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack.
What?
The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school? I forgot his voice. His voice was something like this.
No way!
There's no way! But going as far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer.
Ah! What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Ah! Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No! Why? 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 Gadunk. Why gadunk? That's a... She fainted! That did not sound good! Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko! Are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said. But how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So she's hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically, she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd hear her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. Such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up in the air, changing her stance as she did. I'm sorry. What is that? In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. What? Ah! Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happened, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The road has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
Yeah, it's the tongue being out.
No. Everything fine. At least the thought of that on. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but can someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, can you help me? Ah! She totally ignored me!
Very well. You take care of the girl. The rest of us can begin the investigation right away. And I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Someone's acting pretty sus here. Why does that poster remind me of Shigo? Why? Either way. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works.
Then, it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate?
What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls. No maidens. And maybe if you fix that, pro-tag haircut, maybe you'd actually get some chicks. You know that? Oh, but is there nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right?
I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file!
I know how much you must be looking forward to it. I'm just gonna, get rid of the whole first part because, well, technically, I already said it.
See ya later!
So please do your very tippity-top best on this investigation. Bye.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation?
Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends. Oh no, wait, that was Aoi. Hold up, wait a minute. Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends? I hate this! I can't take it anymore!
Oh no!
I hate it too!
Help me!
I've had enough of... I'm getting out of here!
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run or hide. Yes, I guess both are pointless in this situation.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object.
You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine. Then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object.
Piece of shit!
The hero wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because
we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, the Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What? Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember a rule like that.
Actually...
You just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? A new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Technically, somebody could have went and killed everybody. And if there was... Wait. Yeah, if basically, like, they went around killing everybody, and then there was only, like, 2 people who could actually see the dead bodies, technically, there's no way for them to... Yeah, there would be no way for them to really, like, do a trial because there's not enough people. It would be a 50-50, and by Monokuma's standards, that would probably be too boring. I don't know. Huh.
So then...
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just 1 would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for
Farewell
you.
for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. Wait. Oh, that was weird. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the frick up!
So,
Well, now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Next, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. I'm not gonna say that because that's French, and I don't know how to say that. Like, I get suit. I'm pretty sure that's how you say suit. Like, but I don't know how to say T-O-U-T. Is it tote? Is it tout? Or is it wheat? I don't know. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this. If I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. But first things first, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death was estimated to be around 2 a.m. And oh god, what's that? A delicious chocolate covered pretzels making its way into my mouth? It is delicious. I'm sorry. Maybe if I put it on my bed, I'll be less inclined to try and eat one. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room
on the second floor of the school. I'm so unprofessional for reading that, I'm sorry. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. He was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Hey, Makoto, you have a second. Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So, what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I am purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay, so first things first, the thing I noticed. There's a dumbbell on the floor and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell is the murder weapon? Hey, I was gonna say that. Well, I stole your thunder. It was me. I came up with this. Not you. Aw.
That's right.
I don't imagine it could be anything else otherwise. Locker room dumbbell. The poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder. There's fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I could feel the life draining out of my body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body!
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Oh, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Okay, so what else could there possibly be? Where bloodlust is written on the wall. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. No, probably should try and check everything I can. Well, let's go ahead and... If you have time to talk, you have time to investigate. Yeah, well, you know what? F off, man. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know? Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. Like she can't even hear us. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talking about it, right? Oh, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But does she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help wondering what it might be. was a count. Hello, Sakura.
I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death.
But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. Was that... Oh, no, yep, I was right, okay.
She was very light. That is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her. But still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own. By choice.
Makes you say that?
She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger.
You're saying she came here to exercise. But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day. But she was probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us.
And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she could have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
So, you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else?
It's a possibility, I think.
Nice! Alright. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy. I caught up with the wrong person this time. Unfortunately, yes. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Hello. Maybe this gun was used to... Oh, impossible. If that were true, the hero would be riddled with holes. Bunch of different pole-related items. See, this is one of the monitors. No time to think about that. A flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? You could just summon him? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct! Gold star for Byakuya!
I'm so proud.
I'll kill you.
You can't even touch me.
So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room. And only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, the hero's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto! I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibiting. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family.
Wait, there's a difference?
You managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things!
Yep.
Get it? Got it! Good!
Wait, hold on. What you're saying, that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone should have to loan it, so...
Why you?
So sleepy! Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together!
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence! No more questions! Figure out the rest on your own dang self!
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in on myself, yeah. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Okay. We're going to the main hall, we're in the main hall. It's probably like, maybe we'll find something here. Oh, what are we looking for here? God dang it. This boy, I have to spell everything out for him. Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? There's a mailbox here. There'd be something inside. It's an e-handbook! Oh wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? So, you finally found them. I like I said, I got past this part. I know what I'm doing. To a degree. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned one of the handbooks when I did. And you just so happened to pick up Sayaka's one. Right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your handbook, yada yada, we've already said this. I'm sorry, I I just heard him say it. I don't need a refreshing course. I see. Yeah, now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. The one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment would lead to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of an assault.
Damn it!
Hey! Why must you piss me off?
You're making
Like,
me
honest-
angry!
Exactly!
Now I'm really angry!
That's what I said! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial! Integral! Instrumental! A super big deal! How did I get these frickin' shoestring potatoes? Be gone with you! There's no way it would break that easily! But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crumb. Oh, but my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks!
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Oh boy. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. I think so. Either way, something about it still bothers me. Alright. Okay then. This should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? Be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit to this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, you sarcastic fiend, you. Words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Don't make me
Oh, there is a second one.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a bias to believe you. That was the wrong button. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Something like that, really? Ah, hey you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with
We're
you.
busy. Leave us alone.
I mean...
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please! You gotta help me! Okay, Owie, hold up.
Please!
This is a serious emergency! Please, please, you gotta help me! Calm down, okay, Ina?
I mean...
But, it's an emergency! I hate that. An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko! She's acting super strange! Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, I thought for sure you'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Ina!
Let's go.
It looks like she's heading to the dorms. In Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Post haste! Hello.
Such
You're
ignorance.
talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after... Hold up, wait. Oh my swiss. After that happened, the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lie down. After a while, she came back to check on her, you know? See how she was doing. When we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Oh, holy Christ! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Just for a second.
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. Yoink. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago.
I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to burst down her door. But it felt like something was holding its sod on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Coco was scared enough to even bar her door? She think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? That why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Why, hello, Byakuya. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? Come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you really want to.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Ah! Bacula!
Bacula.
It's Byakuya.
Yeah, like I said.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of it. Please, drop it. You're a foolish fool who foolishly believes that a fool I am, which I am not a fool.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I think I'll do what you said and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go, foolish fool who believes I am a fool. Foolishly fooling himself into believing I am a fool. You foolish fool. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried up to catch up. Tried to talk to him several times as we walked. He didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. I am in. Okay, Byakuya, what's up? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Is it here? Remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh! Here?
Let's go.
All makes sense once you're inside. There's so much stuff! There's so many books and files! So much dust, too!
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Camera. No! There has to be something here. Something that Byakuya doesn't want me to see. But what? Tons of thick files on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me just give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos of all kinds of crime scenes. Kind of thing that any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh! So many stuff on the shelf. What is
That's
in
enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the DIET or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. They sometimes call them the Lale Lule Lo. What? You, my friend, can just call them the Patriots. I don't like that. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
You have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Ah, I found it! I want to say that should be the only one. Back when I was using the guide, I took notice of Chapter 2's coins. So this is the last one that I know about. There's nothing else that I actually know, and that scares me. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging from the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have sharp eyes indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in it for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? I need to not reach for the shoestring potatoes I have. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. I am very poor at managing like the stuff I personally want to eat. And there is a bunch of stuff I want to eat in this room! It's home to classified government documents, police records, thing no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put this all together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. I'll be right back. Oh man, guys, it's not good for me. I freaking didn't realize my door was open, and my mom's door is typically open late at night, and her door is closed, which means I woke her up. I'm going to die tomorrow. It's been a pleasure knowing you all. Though you technically thinking about it, if I'm not alive, you never get to see this, so... Frick. No!
What?
What do you mean, usually? If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? I feel like that wasn't like... Nope, that was him. They're genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, there is no doubt. Okay. Hold on a sec. You're saying you've read all these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family have a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. Oh. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I already
words,
told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Scary. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. Whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And that's hard to believe. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports have always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Really now? And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that in every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same of what happened to Chihiro. You know, seeing as how you know all of this, and you're trying to figure out who is, freaking Genocide Jack, how am I not to believe that you're the one who did this? And honestly, I feel like that could just be like me not fully remembering how the story goes. Because I don't remember exactly everything. Because that could very well be his point here. Right? Could be that he's the one who did this. Like, maybe like Chihiro didn't even die like this. But he tied Chihiro up like this and wrote the bloodlust and everything just to try and figure out who Genocide Jack is. Just to kind of like sate his own curiosity. That is honestly very well thought out. And that could very well primarily be a plot point that I am subconsciously now remembering. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one in the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us? How sussy!
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I really don't want to. Can I just, like... Hold on, we still have more to check here. But you said for me to go and check myself. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file? Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg. I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I reached the page where photos of the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Kanorada 32, Tsuruyo Honda 17, Joji Gaku 23, Kano Ise 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30, and already, like, if you are astute and actively, like, noticing with your perceptive eyes, go ahead and make a roll for it. I don't see anything. Kamatsunu Haro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Nahohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejimi. There was no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. How clear is it? Not quite perfectly, but almost perfectly. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. I don't wanna. The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays, in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness had never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? The kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. Thanks, Mom. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Alright.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya! No. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, yeah. This is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with
Come
you.
on! Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. And aside Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. To do that, somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. Go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. The others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. Need to find out everything I can. But with that being said, we're gonna end it right here. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this recording of Danganronpa, and I will see you all in the next part of our school life. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.